everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the Kansas City Royals versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Royals today is John Warden, whose record is 3-1 with a 2.91 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Gene Brabender, whose record is 10-3 with a 3.02 ERA. Okay, so we've blown the first two games of the series versus the Royals. The only good news is that we haven't lost anything in the standings. If we take a look at the standings here, you'll see we're still 7 games back as Oakland is on a 3-game losing streak and Minnesota has lost the last 2 games as well. So, I mean, that's all we have going for us right now. We are what are we looking at? Like 30 games to go in the season, 32 games to go in the season. So, yeah, we are. We can't afford to lose to teams like Kansas City, which are certainly beneath us. They are on a 5-game winning streak. So maybe they've called up some of their maybe AAA players to get some PT, and they're producing. But that's all I can think of. I mean, we lost to a couple of schlubs. Our schlubs lost to their schlubs. And whenever that happens, it's frustrating. And our only hope today, if I have to be totally honest about it, is that we do have Gene Brabender in there in his second start since coming off the IL. So with Brabender and Rollins back in the lineup, maybe we can pull out a victory here in Game 3 of the series as we head to Oakland to face the A's for 3. And if we can win these 4 games in a row, we could possibly be only 3 games back of Oakland. So those are high hopes, I know, but you know, we're still mathematically alive. So that's what we're holding on to right now, I guess. Okay, Gene Brabender, as I mentioned, getting the start. Wow, the current Royals are batting 154 against him, and that's with 75 plate appearances. So that's quite a bit of at-bats against Brabender with little to show for it. Dick Bates will not be available today. The rest of our bullpen is fine. Our lineup versus the left-hander John Warden. We have all of our best players in there versus... Wait a minute. This is not right. There we go. Get Rich Rollins in there. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I have got to recalibrate this a little bit. Rollins, Piniella. Let's drop Rollins down in the lineup. And we're going to get McNERTNEY in there instead of May. I wonder why this is so jumbled up. I like BOSCH in the lineup too, but we're going to put him in the number 7 spot. Okay, so sorry about the last minute roster construction. I like to have that prepared, but I think my versus lefties had not been set up since Rich Rollins came back, so that's why we needed to alter that, and we're good now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup for the Kansas City Royals today. Batting leadoff in right field is Fred RICO. Batting second at third base is Joe Foy. Batting third in center field is Pat Kelly. Batting cleanup in left field is Dave Nicholson. Batting fifth at first base is Mike FIORE. Batting sixth and catching is Ed Kirkpatrick. Batting seventh at second base is Rich SEVERSON. Batting eighth at shortstop is Jackie Hernandez. And batting ninth is the pitcher John Warden. Okay, let's take a look here at Gene Brabender. Second start since coming off the IL. Making his 21st start of the year. He's 10-3. He was the first pitcher on the team to 10 wins. He's got a 3.02 ERA, 102 strikeouts in 140 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 196 against him. 2 complete games, 2 shutouts. Doesn't have much of a fastball. His slider is his out pitch, followed by his sinker. So he's a junk ball pitcher. He does have a two-seam fastball that is below league average. Overall at 82, the 28-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year, and we'll pay him whatever he wants. Let's take a look at his log as a reminder of what he did. Oh, no. So he went 6 2/3 pardon me, 6 2/3 innings last start against Baltimore, not giving up any runs. He did walk 5. He gave up the 1 hit, so we did have a no-hit watch there going for a while. But we know that whenever you throw a shutout in a start, you usually get pummeled the next time through. And Gene Brabender might be the exception to that rule because he has been steady all year, but it would not surprise me if we get clobbered. Take a look at our defense for today. First and second, of course, below league average. And McNERTNEY isn't well behind the plate. Everywhere else, pretty solid. Okay, here we go. RICO leading off. First time we're seeing him, and there's a base hit. So that is all you need to know about today's game. Oh, he's thrown out at second. Why am I having a problem here with my headset? I'm getting external. Is my headset dead? I think we're getting like a double feed here. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause, and we're going to come right back. Maybe I'll just edit this out. Okay, yes, I'm getting an audio feed here, so I think we're going to be all right. I'm not sure what happened there, but it clicked over automatically to the laptop feed, and I don't know how it did that. It's a new one, you know. I guess maybe the fact that RICO was thrown out from our right fielder AGEE. I don't know how many that is for him this year. I think it's like 7 or 8 outfield assists. So I don't have a feed in my headset, but it looked like it was recording my voice. I don't know if it's recording the game sound or not, because I'm not getting that in my headset. So we'll find out when this is over. And if this doesn't look or present well, then maybe we'll just scrap it and keep the stats. So, okay, moving on. 1 down here in the first. Good job by AGEE throwing out RICO as Joe Foy's up next, and he walks. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Will Foy be stealing? Here's Pat Kelly. 1 down, runner on first. There we go. Oh, I got the sound effect in my head of the crowd cheering. So this has got to be something to do with the game. I don't know how or why, but Foy does advance to second base with 2 down. Will Dave Nicholson drive him in? And a pass ball. Oh my God. They're trying to get everything out of the way here in the first inning. 1-0 count to Nicholson. I still got to trust Brabender here. I know how the game works, but we got to trust Brabender. A ground ball to short, and the inning is over. Okay, so that could have been much worse. I'm going to just lower my headset down to mute as well, because I'm getting the shouting of the crowd in my head, and then it goes away. So I don't know what that's all about. Let's take a look at our lineup rundown as we go to the bottom of the first here. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Freddie PATEK. Batting second at second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting third in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in right field is Tommie AGEE. Batting sixth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting seventh in center field is Don BOSCH. Batting eighth and catching is Jerry McNERTNEY. And batting ninth is our pitcher, Gene Brabender. Let's take a look at John Warden. He is making his 7th career start today. He's 3-1 with a 2.91 ERA. 31 strikeouts in 46 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .205 against him. He does have a complete game. He has a fastball that tops out at 90 miles an hour, but his changeup is his best pitch, rated at 83. A palm ball rated at league average. His fastball doesn't even register. Overall rated a 78. The 22-year-old left-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of 1971. Let's take a look at their defense. While they are tough in left and center, both well below league average. So Northey is not in there in center. Oh, it's Pat Kelly that moved over from right. And their second baseman, Severson, is their shortstop. So he's playing out of position today. Otherwise, pretty solid all the way around. We know Kirkpatrick does not have a good arm behind the plate. I think it's a 73 we saw yesterday. Okay, here we go. Freddie PATEK leading off. We need to get some runs early. There's a base hit into center field. Will he go for two? I mean, in every game that we lose, I feel like there's this integral moment where we have a 50-50 shot, and if we don't take it, we don't get another chance the whole ball game. Especially against a schlub like John Warden, who's making his 7th career start. We saw what happened yesterday against Monty Montgomery, who was making his 2nd career start. I mean, it doesn't make sense to get thrown out here since he's got speed. We could always steal second base, even though Warden is a left-hander. So what is the percentage? 74%, which is good. But also Gary Sutherland bats .383 versus lefties. So I think we're going to let him swing away here. We'll give him one shot. 1-1 count, and a ground ball to short, and PATEK advances regardless. I really expected that to be a double play somehow. One down, runner on second. Here is Lou Piniella, .345 hitter versus lefties, but that is falling quite a bit lately. Ground ball to first, and now we have a runner on third, just like the Royals did in the first. It will be up to Deron Johnson to drive him in. I wouldn't be surprised to see a walk here to get to AGEE. Now it's a 1-1 count, and he pops it up. So that'll be it for the Pilots here in the first. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Brabender, he got through that tough first where everything went wrong, and he didn't give up any runs. So let's see how we do here in the second inning with Mike FIORE leading off. It's an infield single. So the leadoff man is on once again, because of course. Ground ball to second from Ed Kirkpatrick, and a double play. 4-6-1 double play with Brabender covering first. Good job by him. That will bring up Rich Severson, as I mentioned, playing second base today. Ground ball up the middle, good range from Sutherland. And we move on to the bottom of the second inning. We've got AGEE, Rollins, and BOSCH due up. Here's Tommie AGEE, popping it up on the infield. Looks like Severson will catch it in the outfield grass for out number one. I hope that this game is recording all of the background noise, because me just talking in my head, that's all I could hear myself. It's really annoying. I didn't realize I was so annoying. It is. It's just distracting to me. As Rich Rollins goes deep, left center field for his first home run since coming off the IL. That is his 4th of the season. He does have some power, right around league average. In his early days, he was hitting, double-digit home runs. I don't think he's going to get there unless he goes on a torrid streak here in the last 32 games. But we'll take it now to take the lead 1-0. Here is Don BOSCH. BOSCH batting .250 versus left-handers. He pops it up into the grass at short. Play made by Hernandez. 2 down for Jerry McNERTNEY. We've dropped him all the way down to the ace spot. Not hitting nearly as well as he was early on. He strikes out here for the first K for John Warden. We go to the top of the third, and we've taken the lead on the home run by Rich Roll. We have Jackie Hernandez leading off the pitcher spot, and then RICO. There's a strikeout from Brabender. He only had 2 strikeouts in his first game, which was kind of alarming for a strikeout pitcher. 1 down. Here's John Warden. Back-to-back Ks. Now we got something going with Frederico up. How much you want to bet Rico walks here? 1-0 count. He's not going to walk. Ground ball to short. PATEK. Oh, he makes another error. Come on. PATEK has made so many errors at short. His confidence is shot. I mean, that has got to be like 3 or 4 games in a row now. He's still in the positive for range and for WAR. There's no way to see how many games he's made an error other than looking at the, going to look at the box scores, I guess. But, yeah, it's 9 errors in 51 games. And I think he's had like 3 in this week alone. And that will probably come back to bite us now as Joe Foy steps up. 3-2 count to Foy. And a walk. That'll bring up the left-hander. That's exactly what the game does. Here we go. Nothing we can do but push a button. Fly ball to left. Maybe we get out of it. Pinella making the catch. Playing with fire. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, and Gene Brabender will get in at bat. He's batting .044. Oh, come on. Brabender gets a base hit. Unbelievable. Helping out his own cause. We're going to lay down a sack bunt. Try to get Brabender over. I think we got to play small ball and just hope that somebody runs into one. There's a bunt. It's back to Warden. Brabender safe at second. Good job by Brabender. Good hustle. And we have 1 down now. Runner in scoring position. I can't imagine Brabender would score on a single, but we'll give it a shot here. 1-0 count and a pop-up to second. So that's irrelevant. Can Pinella drive him in? Why are our best hitters versus lefties failing right now? Why does our pitchers have 1/3 of the hits today? And why hasn't Lou Pinella had a double in like 2 months? He had 6 as soon as he came over, and I don't think he's had a double in forever. Look at his log. Oh, this is over 30 games, so yeah. He had that streak where he had 4 in 3 games, and he has not had one now in 23 games. 24 including today. This game design, I've said it 1,000 times, but it's designed by people who don't even understand baseball. Nicholson strikes out. That is 3 Ks now for Brabender. He struck out 3 of the 4 last batters. And he got another one. There we go. 4 Ks for Brabender. Maybe he's finally picking up the pace. Here's Ed Kirkpatrick flying to deep center field. What is that? 363 feet to center field for out number 3. That was a quick one. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Deron Johnson leading off. A walk to Johnson to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Tommie AGEE's up. We'll let him swing away. AGEE closing in on 100 strikeouts. He needs 3 more for 100 K. Will he get to 100? Oh, he's got 100 hits. Okay. So AGEE's the first player to 100 hits this year. He'll certainly be the first to 100 strikeouts. There's 101. Base hit back up the middle. Johnson's going to have to hold. All right. First and second. Nobody down. Here's Rich Rollins. He had the base hit. He had the home run in the 2nd inning. Let him take a cut here. 0-2 count. He does get a piece of it. Sends it to center field. Johnson, 80% chance. We're tagging. He is safe at third. Now we've got first and third, which would be great for a hitting and running with one out, but Don Bosch is not a guy that does that, unfortunately. So maybe Boschi can give us... Should we try to steal second? 72% chance. And AGEE hasn't been thrown out in a long time. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna try to get AGEE over. Here we go. AGEE going on the first pitch. And he steals second base. What was a changeup? He had to know he was going to go. They throw a 77-mile-an-hour changeup. That's number 33 on the season. He's 33 for 40 on the year. So now we have runners at first and second. We will go on contact. As long as Bosch doesn't strike out or pop up, I feel like we're going to be all right here. 1-2 count. Oh, it's a base hit up the middle. Will AGEE score two? Yes, Bosch coming through with a base hit back through the box. 2 RBI, and it's 3-0 Seattle. Man, did we need this? Let's not get too cocky, though. We had a 6-2 lead versus Baltimore, and they came back and beat us 7-6. McNERTNEY walks, so Warden has lost it here. As Brabender comes up, let's see if he can lay down a bunt. He's got a single. Continue to contribute. There's a good bunt down the third base line. Everybody moves up. So Brabender really helping out his own cause today and giving PATEK an opportunity here with a base hit. Could put this game away early on here. Oh. Wild pitch. Come on. It's 4-0. Here is Freddie PATEK with a 1-0 count, and he strikes out. So they gave us that one bonus run there with that wild pitch. It's 4-0. We're headed to the top of the fifth inning, and Brabender does seem to have gathered some control here as Rich Severson steps up. A fly ball to left, easily caught by Piniella. 1 down. Next up is Jackie H. 2-1. Count to Jackie, and he gaps it into left center field. Good hustle by Piniella, covering a lot of ground out there. And they're going to bring John Warden back out for another at bat here. Down 4 early. And he strikes out. 5 Ks for Brabender. We are moving on to the bottom of the 5th. I didn't mention it in the pregame, but we do have the 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay of National League East preview coming up later tonight. It's going to be a late upload. So if you can't watch it tonight, if you're on the East Coast, it'll be ready for you in the morning. Gary Sutherland flying out to right. Here is Lou. Having a good game today in the field. And there's the double. I just got to bitch about it. And a double with an error on Pat Kelly, allowing him to go to third. And we have a chance here to add to our lead. Let's see if Deron Johnson can give us a sac fly anywhere in the outfield will score a run, even if it's somewhat shallow. Oh, base hit. We'll take that too. That is 3 RBIs for Johnson today. And it is 5-0 Seattle. We needed one of these. Take him out behind the woodshed kind of games as AGEE grounds to third. And they go around the horn and they get AGEE at first, running full steam. Okay, so we get our run. It's 5-0. Top of the 6th inning with Fred RICO leading off. I think I have to say it like that every time. I'm sure you all remember that 80s hit song by Gerardo, Rico Suave. I could sing it for you. Joe Foy grounding out to short. PATEK making both of those plays after having that error early on in the ball game. And Pat Kelly to third. Rollins making the play. So Brabender definitely has settled down. On to the bottom of the sixth inning with Rich Rollins leading off. A tapper back to Warden. He has the longest hit and the shortest out so far today. BOSCH popping it up into foul ground. And McNERTNEY 0 for 1 with a walk today. Ground ball to short. And a 1-2-3 inning for Warden. We're moving on to the top of the seventh. We've got a couple lefties coming up. So this is where things fell apart in his first start. So we have to, I think we have to exercise caution here. Let's see how he does versus Dave Nicholson. He strikes him out. 6 Ks for Brabender. Now I feel some confidence to let him pitch versus the left-handed bats. Mike Fiore. Oh, I was an idiot to do that. He walked him. So Fiore on first. He's not going to steal down 5. Here's Ed Kirkpatrick. A 1-2 count to Kirkpatrick. Pulls it to first. We can turn 2. Yes! All right. And Brabender getting over and covering first base to turn the double play. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're keeping Brabender in there. He's thrown 87 pitches with 6 outs to go. I think he deserves another shot. He's got a hit today. He's got a sacrifice bunt. He has been contributing in all aspects as he grounds out to second there. 1 down. Here's Freddie PATEK. Striking out. 3 Ks for Warden. And Gary Sutherland. Wow, he does not have a hit today. He is 0 for 4 against Warden. He crushes lefties. So this must be when Gary Sutherland's batting average gets reshuffled back to 280 or something. We're moving on to the top of the 8th inning with Rich Severson leading off. It's the bottom third of the lineup. I can't believe they're going to let Warden bat. Well, definitely not now that Severson has a base hit. So Severson on first, nobody out. Let's see how he does here versus Jackie Hernandez. Playing straight away. We're up 5. There we go. He strikes out. Jackie Hernandez, 7 Ks now for Brabender. They are going to pinch hit. They're bringing in Paul Shaw, y'all. He's a 175 hitter versus righties. 2-2 count to Shaw. And he pulls it somehow to third. And it's an error by Rollins. I mean, that ball was so far up here. How did he pull that? Where's that pitch? Right there. And he somehow pulled it to third. This game sucks. It's first and second, 1 down. Here's Fred RICO. I think RICO and Foy, and then that's pretty much it, regardless of what he gives up here. Another walk. So now the bases are loaded. If Foy hits a home run, we still have the lead. A line drive to third, double somebody off. Anybody? Yeah, there we go. I don't know who it was. It doesn't matter. It was a double play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. They're going to bring in Bill Kelso. He is making his 43rd appearance, 1-5 with a 4.45 ERA. Oh, he's got 22 more walks and strikeouts. Opponents are betting 237 against him. 2 saves, no blueies. 2-pitch pitcher, neither one of them are league average. He's got a screwball and a fastball. Overall 72. The 29-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. Here's Lou Piniella leading off. Full count to Lou. And he grounds out to short. 1 down. Here is Deron Johnson. Johnson, a base hit to center field. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Yeah, Johnson's 2 for 3. 1 RBI, not 3. I was thinking of BOSCH. Okay, so runner on first, one down. Tommie AGEE, he's 1 for 3 with a stolen base. Oh man, that was ball 4. Ground ball to first, and an error on their first baseman. FIORE boots it. It's first and second. Rollins has a chance here to redeem himself after that error. I guess he has a home run already today. Oh, he strikes out. Strikes out versus a 72 rated pitcher. And then Don Bosch, a 1-2 count. Oh yeah, we want to get out of this ball game. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Brabender is at 109 pitches. He's 3 outs away from his 3rd shutout this year. He's thrown 2 one-hitters, and this is a 3-hitter with 4 walks. So, I mean, he's definitely still hit his, his whip average this game. We've got 3 lefties coming up of the next 4 batters, so this is not going to be easy. You know what? We will bring in our defensive replacements because we want to get that shutout, another shutout. We're going to bring in Hegan to play first, Kelly to play second, and we'll leave McNERTNEY behind the plate. So, much better on the infield. Here we go. Pat Kelly. 2-1 count. Ground ball to third. Come on, Rollins. Yes. 1 down. Here is Dave Nicholson. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today, and he walks him. 5th walk. Still not tired. Got a runner on first with 2 lefties. We don't need to guard the lines. Yes, if this game was close, we would guard the lines. We're up 5. So guarding the lines would be pointless. There we go. Popping it up into foul ground on the first base side. 2 down, and Brabender now officially tired. This could be a problem. If we can get KIRKPATRICK, great. Otherwise, we might be in trouble here. 1-2 count. A ground ball back to Brabender. Come on, Brabender. Yes, another shutout. A 5-0 victory for the Pilots. A lot of problems with this game, but we got through it. Handshakes, butt slaps, slappy steaks. Oh, man. That was a important win. But I bet you the other 2 teams ahead of us both won as well. Let's find out. No. Well, Oakland did. So we're going to be 7 back, headed to Oakland. The best we could do is be 4 back if we sweep them. Minnesota lost their 3rd in a row, and they've fallen into a tie with us for 2nd place. National League, St. Louis and New York still scrapping it out. Houston has a 4-game lead over the Dodgers, and the Padres are the only team that have been officially eliminated. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat, anything to say? Monday knocks in 5 in a 10-6 win. Oh, they're playing California. That's not good. Reggie had a home run. Reggie. 1,400. We're in a pennant race, and 1,423 people show up for a shutout. Where are the fans? I know it's only 7,500 people, a 700-seat stadium, but come on, man. That's bullshit. No wonder they moved away. I would have packed up my jerseys and moved on too. There's been one injury of note. John Curtis is going to miss 5 days. He was in single A anyway. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. I got to get this game uploaded and then get on to the Detroit Tigers season replay National League East Division. I mean, that's easy. Rollins did hit the home run to get this, so maybe he's not as deserving. But it's good to see a player come off the IL like Brabender and Rollins, and both contribute. So Brabender's player of the game. He's now 11-3 on the season. The loss goes to John Warden. He's 3-2. And that's going to do it. So check back later tonight if you're following the series. the 84 series. That is going to be late tonight, or of course you'll have it first thing in the morning tomorrow. So until then, everyone, have a great day.